So, how many plants did you bring into your home during the pandemic? Are they still alive? Home design and landscape expert Carson Arthur is here to help us with his green thumb. Good morning.
I got 2 of them this morning.
2 of them, awesome. Mine are not very green, so we need help.
All right, well, we're going to set the record straight on houseplants because there's a lot of misinformation out there. I mean, how could that ever be on the internet, misinformation? But the truth is, houseplants are good for us, but not as good as people think. Everybody assumes that houseplants clean the air that we breathe, and that's 100% true, but the study that's always been referenced is one done by NASA, and what NASA did was put a bunch of houseplants in a hermetically sealed room and tested which plants clean the air better and said, well, these are the best plants for your house. The truth is, our homes, doors are opening, bathroom fans are going on, windows are opening, air is constantly changing, so much so that the plants can never keep up. So if you think you're actually helping yourself by packing your house full of houseplants, it's not actually true. In fact, new studies show you need 1 houseplant about this size for every square foot. And yeah, I don't have room for that. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't have enough room for that. But
No,
you're not trying to dispel us from having houseplants, though.
No, houseplants are fantastic. What houseplants actually do create for you is higher humidity, higher moisture. And what we've seen in our homes at this time of year is our houses are very, very dry. Houseplants alleviate that. But too much of a good thing is not always a good thing. Too many houseplants in your home increases too much moisture, and then you start getting mold and mildew. So the good general rule of thumb in a house about 1,000 square feet is no more than 5 or 6 big plants like this, or maybe 10 to 15 small plants like this. Now, if you're a plant hoarder and you've got more plants than that, maybe you want to start thinking about passing on some of the plant babies.
Yeah, certainly don't compost them or anything, but yeah, share the wealth, share the wealth. Now, what about, I know that there was this great rush at the beginning of the pandemic because everybody was at home and there was actually a shortage of houseplants and they really went up in price. So how many people have you talked to anecdotally that still have them and they're in great shape?
Oh, houseplants are still trending high, super high. And what we found was people wanted something to care for in their homes. So we saw a big uptick in pets and plants. People wanted plants in home when they were by themselves during the pandemic, something to care for. And the most popular one by far, succulents. Everybody went crazy for succulents. And I've seen more dead succulent pictures on social media lately than ever before. Everybody assumes these are easy and they're great. These are desert plants, which means hot and dry. We had people overwatering them, sticking them in dark spots. These plants don't like that. So you got to pick the right plant for the right location. And the way you're going to do that is following a few simple tips.
What are they?
Well, the first one, light levels. We thought originally that plants that were variegated like this ivy versus this green one, that this needed more sunlight. That's not true. What we have found is that even some soft plants like this little fern here do great in low light situations. So you want to pick a plant that traditionally grows in the type of environment you're trying to create. For example, this big, beautiful philodendron is a tropical plant. Tropical means high humidity, lots of bright light, keeping it nice and warm all the time. Whereas something like this devil's ivy, pothos, this can pretty much grow anywhere because it does grow anywhere. In the tropics, this is actually an invasive species. So for us in our homes, this is a fantastic plant because it needs very little care.
So something that needs high humidity, is it a good idea if you have a bright bathroom to put it in the bathroom maybe? Because you get the steam from the shower and...
Perfect. Bright bathrooms, bright kitchens. You can actually now get misters for plants like this that sit right beside them and keep the humidity up. Now, it's a good thing, but you're better off actually putting it in the right spot. Bathrooms, bright, high humidity. I love that. Even in a kitchen, I find humidity coming off of a lot of old-fashioned dishwashers. Fantastic for plants like this, too.
Oh, that's a great idea. So what's your ideal houseplant? If you've got low light, maybe you're in a condo, not a lot of space, what's your favorite?
I'm going to get in trouble for this one. So this is Sansevieria, and the reason it's my favorite is because its nickname is mother-in-law's tongue. And thankfully, my mother-in-law is not awake yet, but it's as sharp as her tongue. Sansevieria, snake plant. This is a great plant. It's all-purpose. It's really difficult to kill. Another really good one for all those newbies out there, Shaflera, umbellata plants. These guys, super easy. They just keep growing. The biggest thing you're going to have to do for this plant is keep it well pruned, because it can get out of control quickly on you.
Okay. I have had one of those plants before, and I killed it. So, okay, it's not that foolproof.
Mother-in-law's tongue for you.
Okay, and I have to shout out, I love my mother-in-law, so I wouldn't say that it's a sharp tongue at all. Okay, thanks so much, Carson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and we've got to go, but I want to let people know where they can get more great tips from you. Carson will be at the National Home Show. He will be there Saturday, April 16th at noon. Use the promo code CHCH when you're buying tickets to the home show online to save $5, but make sure that you use that code by April 14th. Carson, always great to have you on the show. Thank you for your plant tips today.
Cheers, thank you.